Is it unproductive to save money? In this video, we'll go over 8 reasons why you should never use that savings account. Although saving money may seem revolting, it is necessary for a variety of reasons, including emergencies, unforeseen disasters, and including a nest egg for your future. However, the wise move is to invest your money rather than save it. Let's go over 8 reasons why you should never save money, and that cash is trash. Number 8. Investments can give you a livable income. Once you have a large enough portfolio balance, certain assets can give you an income of 4 to 6%, which is high enough to live off of once you have reached a certain point. In contrast, savings provide very little in the way of interest, and you cannot subsist solely off of that income stream because it is simply insufficient. It is possible for an investment to increase in value while continuing to provide a stable income. One example of this is investing in real estate, where your income is derived from the net yield after deducting all of the running expenditures and fees. You get the most advantageous features of both options this way. And when you reach the point where you have an income that is sufficient for your living expenses, you have reached the point where you are financially independent, regardless of whether you decide to retire or continue building your wealth while you are still employed. Welcome to Rich Mentality. If you're interested in improving your financial future, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if this video is helpful. Number 7, you can diversify your holdings for safety. If you already have real estate, you should diversify your holdings by purchasing other types of investments. When you have too much wealth in one asset class, it can be problematic if all of it loses value at the same time or generates very little interest. Because investments in one asset class that year might perform extraordinarily well, which balances out a fall in another asset class, you can smooth out variable returns by adopting diversification. Maintain a highly diversified portfolio by not only having multiple asset classes, but by diversifying each asset class as well. Examples are real estate and homes in different cities, stocks, broad market index funds, and multiple individual blue chip stocks. More than one side hustle in different areas of expertise. Number 6, your savings alone won't be enough to retire. Since inflation eats away at the value of interest earned on cash saved, this strategy is ineffective. Instead, you should put your funds into investments in order to increase its worth. If you don't, it's possible that you'll never be able to save enough money to retire. If you avoid investing in the stock market and instead choose to keep all of your money in cash, you might be doing yourself a disservice. Number 5, providing a future. We all want to provide our children with a better life than the one that we had, because it's just in our DNA. Your children can have better opportunities for education, employment, and health if you make wise investments. The hardest part of the process is frequently picking a wise investment. Consider investing in real estate if you don't feel comfortable with stocks. Hedge funds are buying single-family homes in significant numbers. Hedge fund managers are eager to profit because they are aware of the sizable market for rentals. By making an investment in real estate as opposed to stocks, you might benefit from this trend. Try investing in bonds or perhaps a business if real estate is not your thing. Even with just your time and talent as an investment, you can generate passive income, create an ebook, begin a blog. Advertisers have potential to support blogs financially. Widely read blogs can generate sizable income. Your skills might be in another area. Create an iPhone or an Android application if you have programming knowledge. A solid income stream can be created by useful applications. It is essential for you to carry out your study, sometimes known as due diligence, in the business of finance and investments. Regardless of the investment vehicle you choose to ride, there is no suitable replacement for in-depth examination. Avoid making investments in things you don't have a solid grasp on. It is essential to be aware of your limitations, but it is even more essential to push yourself to expand your horizons. Take advantage of any opportunity to learn something you are not already familiar with, or do not fully comprehend. Utilize the internet to study in order to prepare yourself for the possibility of investing in stocks as a whole. Knowledge boosts one's ability to participate in a greater variety of investment opportunities. As the saying goes, power comes from having knowledge. To accumulate more riches requires hard work. If it's too much for you, keep watching my videos and it will become more comfortable. Rather than not making any investments or savings at all, it is preferable to do so. Just don't hold out hope that you'll get rich. Number 4, quality of life. At the very least, in a material sense, investing can improve the quality of life one leads. If you have no material possessions, despite what you may say, you may come to a different conclusion on the significance of such goods. The quality of one's life is directly related to one's health, and greater health is directly related to increased longevity. If you don't care about material possessions, you should focus on your physical well-being instead. Number 3, goals. Regardless of the financial objectives you set for yourself in your life, the most certain way to accomplish them is through investment. There is always a measure of peril involved in a journey, and the same is true of financial investments. You must decide ahead of time how much of a risk you are ready to take on before setting off on the voyage. Always make sure you weigh the potential benefits against the potential drawbacks. Higher returns typically means taking on higher level of risks. You should never put money at danger that you can't afford to lose. Being young is a distinct benefit because you have so much earning potential when you are younger. You are able to take on more risks. Investors who are more seasoned need to take a more cautious approach. They lack the staying power and earning potential necessary to make up for big losses. Number 2, wealth. It is not possible to become wealthy by merely putting money aside. If you want to become wealthy, you need to make investments in things like real estate, stocks, bonds, or other investment vehicles that offer the possibility of significant returns. For instance, investing in stocks that pay dividends can result in returns that are significantly higher than 0.02% from a savings account. A significant number of blue chip stocks have dividends that yield anything from 2 to 6%. Number 1, inflation. There is no way to guard yourself against the effects of inflation by merely putting your money in the cookie jar. The value of savings, regardless of how much of it you put away, is under constant threat from the effects of inflation. Your savings in the cookie jar are not helping to combat the rising cost of living. At the end of the day, this means that your savings actually have less capacity to buy things. Investing provides protection against inflation and helps to retain the purchasing power of money that is being set aside. Gold is another asset that can help preserve wealth and fight against inflation. Gold over the past 70 years is roughly worth 9 times more than the current state of the dollar. Check out my 7K metals link below to sign up and buy gold and silver at cost. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video and want to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thank you.